And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show has an NL East matchup. It's the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the Miami Marlins. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Coming up on the first pitch and pitching in this game, Yuri Perez. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
Well, you know, this guy wants to be better than that. I mean, the ERA is bloated. He understands that he's got to put his team in a better position to win ball games. And at this point, you have to forget about your own individual stats, and you have to go out there and attack and try to get that W. And if you do that, you'll look up, and most likely that ERA will have dropped over time.
Trey Turner, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Hey, partner, back in 2023, Turner homered off the same pitcher twice in the same inning. Only a few players have ever done it, and his were against his former team, the Washington Nationals.
Gets a piece and stays alive. And that's outside. So Trey goes down on strikes.
Well, even though he strikes out, he saw a lot of pitches and he battled. Plus, it gave the guys behind him an opportunity to see more from the pitcher. Not the result he wanted, but that's still a good at bat.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up. Big time power. In the dirt, and it's 1-0. Schwarber getting to start in left, batting second in today's lineup, a former first-round pick back in 2014. The wind to kick the pitch. Fought off foul. Fastball for a strike. 1 out, base is empty. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Just missing there. And the count is even 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. Out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Two outs. That one missed. And that misses. And now 3-0.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
That clips the corner.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
That one finds the zone, and now 3-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. And ball 1. Boom. Off of first with 2 away. Right through there for a strike. And that one way outside. And it's 2-1. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Plays it on a bounce, and it eats him up. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Max Kepler at the plate. Just missed. Next pitch is downstairs.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Makes the grab, and that'll do it. Phillies leave a couple. And now the Marlins will have a crack at things. No score. You're dialed into the show. And we're back. And starting this one, Zach Wheeler. What's the word on him?
Well, this guy's just been filthy out there on the mound. Hitters batting under 200 against him, and they're just having a hard time squaring up anything, doing any type of damage. The only way he hurts himself is if he gives up the free passes and surrenders a rare home run. But outside of that, it's going to be a tough job for the opposing lineup today.
Bottom of the first, and now Xavier Edwards. Bunting for a hit, and it goes just foul. Inside, just missed. Fastball for a strike. 1-2. This one in the air. Boom. Hauls it in for the out. And let's take a look at the lineup. And no doubt a big factor in this series so far, Eric Wagaman.
Well, Boog, he's had a huge impact in this series. I mean, 6 RBIs already. He's really raised the bar for himself. Now, they're not just hoping, but they're expecting more of the same from him. And since we're lucky enough to be calling this game, so am I.
Agustin Ramirez stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Next offering upstairs. another ball. And there's the automatic.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
That's in for a strike at 95. 3-2 now. Stays alive. And that's ball 4. And the batter now, Otto Lopez. That one a little bit high, and that is ball 1. Swing and a foul out of play.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't. Man at first, one away. Misses the sweeper.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Just missed.
Two walks in the first has to be some cause for concern. I mean, you're talking about a guy you want to pitch deep into the ball game. It's not going to help with the pitch count right there. They can't afford to hand out free bases at this rate.
And now Eric Wagaman. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. That's out number 2.
The left fielder,
and a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Hernandez now at the plate. Fastball for a strike. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Heading for the plate. Here comes the throw. It's offline, and he scores. And it's 1-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
So digging in, Dane Myers. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got 1 run in. You got to try to get another one or maybe 2.
First and second, 2 down. And there's a ball.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
2 on, 2 outs. That one fouled off. Swing and a miss, struck him out. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's an early 1-0 lead. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Miami, all set for the start of the inning. And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. Perez back to work. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball one. And another ball.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Matthew Ross behind the plate. Pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, pitchers that work side to side effectively love being on the mound with Ross calling balls and strikes, Boog. If you can command your stuff on the outer edges of the strike zone, he will reward you.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Philly let that changeup up. Got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
Next one in the dirt.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk. This is Bryson Stott. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
0-1.
Nobody out. Runner at first. And that is out of play. Pitch in the dirt, and it's 1-2. And that one missing inside a sharp slider. Realmuto gets his lead at first. Nobody out. On the ground, could be 2. Feeds to second, out there. Back to first, and that is a double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there, completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
And here's the first baseman. First pitch misses. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Sanchez gets under it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. We played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Back here at Lone Depot Park, bottom of the second. Here's the rookie third baseman, Javier Sanoja. Strike on the inside corner.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
No ball, 2 strikes.
That one in the dirt. Ball 1. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Two and two.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out, and one gone.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Smoked on the ground, a second. Stott over to first in time. 2 up, 2 down.
The catcher, Nick Fortes.
2 down, base is empty. Nick Fortes, the next up for the Marlins. And a foul ball. In there at the knees.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Two down, nobody on. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. 2 outs, base is empty. Just misses. And that's ball 2.
Didn't get the result he wanted, but that's a nice pitch right there.
Close one, doesn't get the call. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Too high, and it's ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat. So the batting order turns over, and now Xavier Edwards. He's 0 for 1. And the sweeper is in for a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Misses off the inside. Now 1-2.
I think it's very important to establish the inside part of the plate early. Sets the tone for the rest of the game.
Just off the inside corner, and it's 2-2.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
That one misses, and the count's full.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Swing, and he breaks his bat. That's a foul ball. Swing and a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. One left for Miami, but they lead it 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the third inning. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Brandon Marsh. That pitch gets the corner. That's strike one.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Ball.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Breaking ball misses down and away. In the air, left field. Hernandez makes the grab, one away. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Turner now. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. One down, Phillies down a run. The shortstop takes the ball.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
That one in triple digits. Got him swinging.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. First round pick out of Indiana back in 2014. And that one fouled off. In there at the knees, and that's strike two. That's towards center. Myers makes the play, and that is that. So they go quietly there. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Marlins 1 and the Phillies nothing. And we're back. Down the number 2 hitter, Agustin Ramirez. Fouled off down the right side.
You know, these Marlins showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
Next offering is down low. Outside.
2-2.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And at the plate for Miami, Otto Lopez. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And the pitch is in for a strike. And a count 2-1. Another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
2 outs, base is empty. Eric Wagaman, the next up for the Marlins. That one missed. And it's fouled away. The 1-1. That's to third. Zips it across. Marlins set down in order. Nothing doing for the Marlins, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Back here in Miami, here's the third baseman, Alec Bohm. First pitch just misses.
1 ball, no strike.
And that's outside.
2-0.
In for a strike, and it's 2-1 now. Pulls that one foul. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. In the air, left side. And there's one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And there's a foul ball. The Phils trailing by a run, top half of inning number 4. Swings through that one for strike 2.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Caught him looking for the K.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to.
Now this one is hammered way back there. On its way and gone, and we are tied. His second home run of the series, and we're all square. It's 1-1.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
JT Realmuto steps in. Swing and a miss, strike one.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Next offering is fouled back. Two outs. And that's outside. And the count 1-2.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Ground ball right side. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
Looked to me like he got on the side of the ball a little too much right there. Maybe a little too casual as well with the throwing motion. And when you don't stay on top of the ball and really get out front and finish with a good release point, it's very easy to lose control of it to either side.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott. He hit into a double play his first time up. Liner, base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Next is the speedy first baseman. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Two on, 2 outs. In the air, out towards right center. Myers on his way over, and that's the 3rd out. The Phillies get one by way of the long ball. All even at 1 apiece. Bottom of the inning, and here is Heriberto Hernandez. Inside, ball 1. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Next offering is outside.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that's downstairs. And it's 3-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
On the ground, right side. He'll do it himself.
He's out.
And 1 gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
So up next, Dane Myers. Struck out swinging his first time. Myers, 29 years old, and he was a 6th round draft pick back in 2017. Foul ball there. Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Sanoha stands in now, looks at that one inside. Two down, nobody on. There's the strike.
1-1.
Next offering is fouled back. Not close with that one. Now 2-2. Good job to fight that one off. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And 1-2-3 go the Marlins. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Back here at Lone Depot Park. And now the right fielder, Brandon Marsh. Perez back to work. There's a swing and a drive. And it's off the wall, but foul.
Well, these Phillies, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and that's just foul. Popped in the air, left field. Hernandez makes the catch for the out.
The bat, number 7.
So the lineup flips over. Trey Turner at the plate, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. One down, base is empty. Fastball in for a strike, and the count is 0-2.
This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out of the slider, and there's 2 gone. And, Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Oof. That one went straight back and got our ump right in the mask. Let's hope he's okay. On the ground to the left. Whips it to first. Third out. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Last half of the fifth coming up. All tied 1-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And now for the Marlins, Jesus Sanchez. Pitch misses inside. 1-0.
You know, these Marlins doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And I'm seeing very patient at-bats out there.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He made him pay for that one. It's 2-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. A breaking ball on the inside part of the play requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Now it's the Marlins catcher, Nick Fortes. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Just missed. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Last half of inning number 5. Up and in, 2-2. Now this is in the air down the line. Marsh on the move. He's got it. One down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Out there to center. And he'll play it on a bounce.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when...
There goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. Real Muto throws, not in time. It's a stolen base.
You know, having a good lead is so key when you're stealing bases, even if you've got great speed. But if you don't have great speed but can get an extended lead and a good jump, you can steal bases on a catcher who can really throw it. That's a nice job right there.
Edwards over at second, one down. On the ground to third. Over to first, 2 away.
Now batting, the shortstop, Otto Lopez.
And up next for Miami, Otto Lopez. He is struck out and he is walked. Yeah, that's fouled off. In there at the knees, and it's 0-2. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Ranger Suarez, a left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Sanchez also throwing. Man on second, 2 down. This to third. Boom. Whips it across. They limit the damage here. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. Back after this on the show. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Sandy Alcantara.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Boom. In the box now. Take strike 1. Outside low. And now it's even 1-1. Tap foul at the plate. Good eye in that spot.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
No outs, runner at first. Here's Nicholas Castellanos, 1 for 2. Yeah, that's in for a strike. 0-1. There's a strike, 95 of that one.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
That one almost got him. Here's a 1-2. Out to short, Lopez. Off balance speed, there's 1. How about that double play?
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Now batting Max Kepler. He's already homered in this game. A changeup missing, and that is ball 1. And another ball. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. That one misses in the dirt. Fights it off. He'll see another. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. In the air, right side. Sanchez gets under it. He makes the grab. And that is that. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. To the bottom of the sixth we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Marlins 2 and the Phillies 1. Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Ranger Suarez.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Now here is Eric Wagaman, both 2 in this one. Swing and a ground ball. Leadoff man retired in the sixth.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Now the left fielder, Heriberto Hernandez. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1. Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Orion Kerkering up and loosening in the pen. Strom, a left-hander, also throwing. And a swing and a miss. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the sixth. And misses inside.
Clearly didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
Edge of the zone for a strike. 2-2 now.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Lifted in the air, right field. Marsh makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting the center fielder.
2 down, base is empty. Next to hit, Dane Myers.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
He swings and fouls one off. Two outs. That's in there, and it's 0-2. Curve in the dirt. The 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Two down, nobody on. On the ground, right side. And foul ball. And a 1-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And there's a ball. And right back to the mound. Gets it to first. And that is the inning. So they make short work of him there. 7th inning coming up. It's the Marlins 2 and the Phillies 1. Back here in Miami, and here's the catcher, JT Realmuto. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
1 strike.
And fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. In there. Got him looking for the K. That was pretty nasty. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. I mean, you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Now a chance for Bryson Stott.
0-1.
Oh, he doesn't get the call, and it's 1-1.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
That's a ball.
Line drive, and it goes just foul.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Full count.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. To the right side, Wagaman takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
And now the first baseman. It's interesting. He plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
2 outs. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Next pitch is outside. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. That one to first, and base hit.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Sandy Alcantara won't go any further, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. So the Marlins go with a new arm, Cade Gibson.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Runner at first with 2 away. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. And that misses. And it's 1-0.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit. But you got to stay within yourself.
Next offering is in for a strike.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Hit in the air, right field. Sanchez gets under it. And that is that. 1 left for Philadelphia, and our score remains 2-1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th, Orion Kerkering.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Well, one-run game. Javier Sanoja getting ready to hit. Kerkering measures 6 feet 2 inches, 205 pounds, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2022.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
That misses. 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and it drops in. And a good start to the inning.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Now here is Jesus Sanchez. It was a homer for him back in the 5th. Just a solo shot, but an important swing in this game.
Yeah, and it was a beautiful swing as well. Everything just came together timing-wise, and he blasted it out of here.
Just missed. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Runner at first with no outs here. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. Ground ball up the middle to first, and 1 away in the bottom of the 7th.
The catcher number 4,
Nick Fortes, the next up for the Marlins.
Well, bottom of the order here, Boog. You got to go right after this guy.
As they look to pick up an add-on run, and the number 9 guy at the plate. Swinging a foul out of play. Man at second. That pitch gets the inside corner. That is strike 2. In the air, right field. Marsh makes the grab for the second out.
The batter, number 9, second baseman
Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. 1 for 3. And that is downstairs. And that's ball 1. Man on second, 2 down. Inside. And that's ball 2. Right through there for a strike. And that one wrapped foul. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Three and two.
Squirts away a little bit. Line to left and foul
Well, they gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
Swings and lines one towards the gap. And no one can get there. Coming home. He'll score easily. The throw to second is offline.
Got the job done to put him up by 2. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Agustin Ramirez digs in now. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Edwards on at second with 2 down. And that is out of play. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
That one just misses. It's 2-2. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
First and second, 2 outs. Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins. And that one pulled foul.
That's a ball.
Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. Marlins get a run on the RBI double. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. New inning getting started. Trey Turner now.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
That's ripped. Base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now back, the left fielder, Kyle.
Here's the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber. 0 for 3 in this one. Rip to short. On a second, they get one, and they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And here comes Alec Bohm. And first offering is fouled off. Ball one there. And that's outside. Next offering is fouled back. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. That one out to right. Sanchez moving under it. And that is that. One hit in the inning, but no one left. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Marlins 3 and the Phillies 1. Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Matt Strom.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Eric Wagaman now at the plate.
Strom has a pretty cool hobby. Collects baseball cards of players who hit home runs off of them. I love the reason he does it. He tells people, if you hit a home run against me, you're good enough to collect.
High fly ball out to center field. Castellanos moves on it, and there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Heriberto Hernandez will hit next. That clips a corner. Outside, and the count is 1-1. That clips the corner. That's to third. Boom. Tosses to first, and he's out.
Now batting, center fielder,
Dane Myers, the next up for the Marlins. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Foul ball.
One ball, one strike.
Check swing, and he went 1-2.
1-2.
Stays alive. Another 1-2. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that'll get down for a hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. And at the plate for Miami, Javier Sanoja. Strike one.
No ball, one strike.
Myers off of first with 2 away. Step off, throw to first. Myers back on a dive. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Castellanos pulls it in on the run. Marlins leave 1, and the score stays 3-1. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Ronnie Enriquez. He comes in with a chance for his 2nd save of the season. Now at the plate, Nick Castellanos. That misses. 1-0. And another ball.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
On the ground. And that's just foul. And a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Here's the Phillies DH, Max Kepler. He's already homered here in this one. Breaking ball misses down and away. The tying run at the plate. Ground ball left side. And that one finds its way through. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Really important at bat coming up now.
First and second. No outs. And now it is JT Realmuto. There's a strike. With the go-ahead run at the plate, here at the top of the ninth. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Breaking ball in there, got him looking, and that is a big first out.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound. No question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
And the batter now, Bryson Stott. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Runners at first and second with one gone. Just misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
That's a really good take.
And that one missing inside, a sharp slider.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
1 out. Runners at first and second. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Calls it in, and there's 2 away. Last chance for the Phillies, and here's the first baseman, number 4. On the inside corner for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. No swing. Just held it back there. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. And it bangs off the foul pole, home run. He circles the bases, his first homer of the year, and they lead it. It's 4-3. Well, that swing changes things.
Yes, it does. They were in striking distance. They found a way to fight back big time. Well, this thing was hooking down the line the entire way. We knew it was going to be close, and bang, right off the left field pole. That was a pretty swing, and he found a way to keep his hands inside just enough to keep it fair.
Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Ronnie Enriquez departs, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. New pitcher for the Marlins, Anthony Bender.
Left-handed batter at the plate, and he's been excellent in those matchups this year, so this seems like a calculated move.
So 2 down, and now here is Brandon Marsh. Pitch misses, ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
One-run game here in the top of the 9th. Next offering is downstairs. Miami's bullpen with some action. Cal Quantrill getting loose out there. Junk getting cranked up as well. Here's a 2-0. Looked like it was a little bit up, so definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
And there's the automatic. Up the middle, and it's through for a hit.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Trey Turner with a chance now. Runner on the go. Strike in there. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Two outs. And that's a strikeout. Matthew Ross says he went around. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now a 4-3 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Jordan Romano.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Kyle Stowers.
Just looking to get on here. Give him something to work with as they try to make a comeback.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
miss. Struck him out. And now one away.
Well, I definitely say that's a statement strikeout right there. You come out of the bullpen, go right after the hitters, and 3 pitches later, you got 1 out. Tell you what, if you're in the dugout, you're looking at each other and saying, he's going to be tough to get to today.
He's 2 outs away. And here is Nick Fortes. That clips the corner. A 1-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. That one found hard the other way. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side.
So it's their last chance in this one. Xavier Edwards, the next up for the Marlins. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Trying to close out a 1-run lead here in the last half of inning number 9. That's in there. And 1-1. Just missed.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
Home team down a run. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. That one the other way. Turner. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Phillies hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
When you win 5 in a row, the confidence just goes to another level, and you start to gain this momentum, and you think that you're never going to lose a game again because things are clicking up and down the lineup. Pitchers are pitching. The team is making the plays defensively. This is the kind of feeling, it's not going to last all season long, but you want to ride it as long as you possibly can, perhaps push it up to double digits.